welcome to the SoCal Yearbook Gal Education Series designed to inspire, encourage, support, and make your life easier. This week we are talking about staff parties and how they can really help out with morale and how to do one. But before we get started with that, I want to talk about the yearbook production plan again and what to do when. This is just to kind of wrap up the month of November. So last week we talked about considering like having a heat check and making sure that your students are feeling happy and that they can work and not be super stressed out. This week we're going to talk about also considering staff work days. Sometimes that helps reduce the stress. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But when you do that, you can also do a quality check. So under editorial and photo, it says do a quality check on pages against your style guide. If you have a style guide already done and a staff manual already done, it's really easy to just say like, hey, this is what we're doing in our book. These are the fonts that we're using. These are the colors. This is the kind of, I used to have headline package options, and we just said, these are the headline packages that you can use. And this is kind of general layout ideas, and it's good to have that. So if you do a quality check of your pages during the editing process to make sure that it's matching up and aligning with your staff manual, that is a really good thing to be doing right now, right before that first deadline, if you haven't hit that first deadline yet. And then also, as far as photography stuff goes, ensure that your photos are staying candid. So rather than having like a ton of pictures of kids just posing for the shot, try to get pictures that really show action and emotion. Those are the two things that you really want to look for in pictures. That makes them interesting. So rather than taking a picture of even a student who's writing or a student working on the computer where you just see the back of their heads, maybe take it from the other side so that you see them and you see the focus, or you see them like excited about something. So action and emotion, what are they doing? And then under staff development, it says ensure photographers learn correct use of your camera's flash. This can make or break a picture. So if you have an external flash, that's oftentimes better than using the flash that's built into the camera, because you can bounce that flash off of the ceiling or off of a wall to give it more of a natural light. If you use the camera's flash, sometimes it's just too intense, and you'll also get shadows behind the students. So I would definitely recommend that if you don't already have an external flash for your camera, maybe consider investing in one that can rotate and bounce off of other walls so that you have that natural look. But going back to talking about considering, this is under organization and planning, consider staff work days for uninterrupted focus and bonding time. Make it a work party. This is a really great way to encourage that team building on your staff. So if it's like an afternoon, you're getting close to a deadline, remember, you don't want this to be like a super stressful time. Sometimes, and I've seen this before, I've probably done this before, where you're like, man, we're gonna miss this deadline, we gotta do this, let's move fast. And it ends up being kind of like an uncomfortable gathering. But if you have an opportunity to say, hey, on Thursday night or on Friday night or whatever, we're just gonna have everybody get together in the yearbook room. I'm gonna buy pizza and we're going to just work on pages. We're going to, as I said earlier, you can do like that quality check against your staff manual. You can do that. You can have the students verify that names are spelled correctly on pages, but there's a ton of stuff that you can do. You can even play music if you think that the kids can, function, and if they're just proofing or if they're working on other things, if you think that they can function with music going, you can do that. You can have, your lamps instead of the overhead lights, but just kind of make it a cool environment. If you can make it something fun and exciting for the kids so that they look forward to the work parties, that's where it's at. That's where you want to be, is where kids are looking forward to spending a Friday afternoon or a Monday afternoon or whatever day it is. Friday's typically a better idea just because of like homework workload, that kind of stuff. And it's typically better than doing it on a weekend because of sports and family activities and stuff like that. So, but definitely bring food. Kids love it. Have the kids bring food. It really shouldn't be on you. You can say like, hey, bring $5 to put toward the pizza, or everybody bring something. That would be really great. It would just make things nice and relaxing. It'll take the workload off of you guys a little bit too and reduce that stress. So anyway, good luck. Have so much fun. Work parties are so fun. Take care.